Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with me. Take a long time to get everything the way we want it here, but like I say, I've done this in a while, so we're gonna keep dropping all kind of content. Make sure you check the links right at the bottom if you want to support the show. There's the Cash App, there's the Patreon, and there's the Twitch. And as always, like, share, follow, and subscribe to the content. I'm going to talk about last night in the NBA. Giannis broke a record. He had 64 points. He was on fire. That's all I can say about that. Nobody could stop him against their new rivals, the Indiana Pacers. But the question I have this morning is the game ball really a cover for something else? Is this really a cover for something else? And the answer is yes, because you get two game balls. That's why it was weird to me. And it was weird because of the way that people try to play it up. You get two game balls. And so the reason that I have in the graphic of Giannis with 64 points and then Oscar Sheetway with 1 point is that Oscar Sheetway, if you follow me on Facebook, Oscar Sheetway is a guy that I was really high on when he came out of Kentucky. Hard worker. You never hear anything bad about this kid. He's got a smile on his face. He's an end-to-end guy. He gives it his all. He did not get drafted. He didn't get drafted, and he took a two-way deal in the NBA. So he had to play for not only the Pacers, but he also had to play for the G League team, the Fort Wayne Mad Ants. The kid put his time in. He went hard. Every night he was doing double. He was killing it. Sometimes I would report he was scoring 30 points and 20 boards in those games. Now I know what people are saying. Okay, that's the G League. That's fine. However, don't you think that he deserved a game ball? I mean, here's a kid who's played multiple games for the G League outfit, and then he got called up. He got his opportunity. His 1 point to him felt like Giannis's 64. So, yes, this was more than just, Indiana took the game ball. In the regular season, they both have wins against each other. The Pacers beat them in the regular season by 2 points. And then they turned around and beat them in that in-season tournament that they were running, which ended up actually being pretty good. I got to say, I was very skeptical when I heard it. I thought that this was really a waste of time, but I think the NBA did really well with it. I think it was a great idea, and it got pulled off really well. So tip my hat, kudos to Adam Silver on that one. However, looking at the Bucks and the Pacers as it unfolds right now, the Bucks and the Pacers have really developed into a really nice rivalry. And I think it's one of those premier matchups because Indiana's one of those second tier teams. Like I said, there's only three teams in the Eastern Conference that have better records. That's Boston Celtics in the Atlantic. The Boston Celtics have a 7-5 record. They really have the best record in the East. And then you have the Bucks at 17-7 in the Central, and you have Orlando in the Southeast at 16-7. So Indiana, like I said, they're the second team, that's a second tier team. And they also happen to be in the same division as Milwaukee. So they only play each other 4 times a year. So the next time they play each other is on January the 1st in Milwaukee, then January the 3rd in Indianapolis. That's going to be I think those games are going to be point proven because the way that Giannis came out, he came out like he had something to prove. And it was really putting the Indiana Pacers in their place. Letting Indiana know, hey, look, this is my show. Y'all in my house. And he came out like a man possessed, and he had some things that he wanted to work out. Again, I'm never going to sit there and say that dude, he's probably the best player in the NBA. And I like I said, definitively, he's a man. You can't stop him. He's going to the hole, and nothing you can do with Giannis. That's just factual. But again, the whole game ball, I wanted the game ball. I knew they had the game ball. I went back there. Okay, that's fine. Had you asked the referee, hey, look, man, they got the game ball, he would have pretty much been like, you know what? We got another game ball. This is a league that has $2 billion. They make this an annual revenue, and even more with TV deals and things of that nature. So, you mean to tell me they don't have an extra ball at a game? Come on, man. Stop it. Knock it off. Knock it off. It was just the whole scene was weird. Again, it was point proven. You know, you in my house, I dominated you all in the paint. I scored on you any which way I wanted to. I mean, Giannis got to the point he was shooting threes. He didn't make them. He only took three, but it was just like, oh, okay. Well, I could do anything tonight. And players are going to feel like that. Players are going to feel like they can make any shot that they can on any night. Not going to go ahead and begrudge that. But what I feel like saying that, in this whole era of sportsmanship and niceties, you just can't come out and say, I hate the Pacers. The Pacers, to me, played rough. They played dirty. They played through the whistle. And I'm not going to allow that in my house. No more roughhouse tactics. This is statement basketball. Hey, look, if that's how you feel, that's good. For guys like me who are lifelong NBA fans, you want to see those rivalries come back. You don't want to see guys who are friends and then they sign with the team, and now you got a whole, really an all-star team. That's not fun to watch. You want to see the teams who do the work, who do the grind, who develop the kids, and now it's a great game because they bring out the best in each other. It comes down to execution and X's and O's. That's what you want to see all the time. It makes great as spectators and fans. That's what you want. I don't really enjoy watching stacked teams play. You get nothing out of it, nothing at all. So yeah. Also, what was really weird, in the post conference, you had Rick Carlisle out there, and he said that in the middle of the melee, when Giannis ran back there to get the game ball, that his general manager got elbowed in the ribs. And he was like, he's probably got some broke ribs. Come on, man. Knock it off. That dude ain't hurt. That's just weak. That's weak. That's trying to go ahead and paint a picture in the referees' heads and everybody's minds that Milwaukee takes it a little bit too far and too extreme, and they take it off the court. Look, Rick, you can't go ahead and ring the bell and then act like you didn't do it. That's one of them things that people say that they throw rocks and then they hide their hand. And that's just what he's doing. So don't do that. Just have some sportsmanship. What kind of defensive packages we can go ahead and put up, whether we put up a pack line defense or whether we go ahead and play man, whether we play zone. This dude was just picking us apart. 2-3, 3-2, doesn't matter. It was his night. That's fine. That's fine. But don't sit up here and say, oh, it's unfortunate. It was a Hall of Fame night. And, he did this and da-da-da-da-da. Man, pull your panties down, bro. Put your drawers on, take your panties off. That's being mannish, man. Be a man. Ain't nothing wrong with giving that mannish props. But also, in the same turn of events, Milwaukee. As a young kid say, that's some hoe shit. Milwaukee. Y'all know y'all wanted to go ahead and prove a point last night. Ain't about no damn game ball. No one of y'all got 2 game balls. Y'all know that. It was all about proving a point. And that's fine. But 2 guys deserved the game ball that night. One was Giannis at 64 points. Can't take it away from him. Oscar Sheetway, a kid who just balled. And he's a lunch pail guy. Rebounds, hustles. In the end, he doesn't care. He just plays through contact, plays through the chest. He's not wild and out of control like Smart or PJ Tucker or any of the goons. He plays legitimate defense. And he got his opportunity. he got called up. That guy deserved a game ball too. So two things can be right, but don't hide behind, oh, it was only one game ball and then they wanted a game ball. Nah, we're not doing that. Tell the truth. As always, I could be wrong. Let me know. This is Big Vern. I'm out.